everybody, and welcome to episode 35 of the Tottenham Way with Tottenham Hotspur. Today we take on Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as we look to close out 2027 with a win. Now, we have had a change in shape. Results and goals have not been aplenty of recent times. Let's have a look at the results we've had since we've nothing together. Because after the two 1-0 defeats against Arsenal, we beat Crystal Palace by 3-0. Maddison, Cherky and Slory with the goals. Then we squeaked past Norwich City thanks to Andreas scoring in stoppage time at the end of the first half. But last time around we were pegged back against Everton. Lindstrom equalising after Morgan Gibbs-White had put us in front. I've been thinking about the change for a little while as well, but forcing my hand to it was Mohamed Kudus and Pape Sarr going away with the African Cup of Nations, losing Jadon Slory most recently, and Desdenic Dogie being injured as well means our options are limited in the wide areas in particular, fullback and further forward. So yeah, we've gone with something a little bit different. So here is the league table as it stands before kickoff. Manchester City have a 2-point lead over Liverpool. Liverpool have a game in hand. We are 3 points off the top of the table, meaning a massive swing in goal difference might well send us top of the Premier League tonight. We will find out in due course. As Newcastle are on 34, Arsenal and Chelsea are on 33, Forest are on 28, Everton on 27, Aston Villa, Manchester United and Brentford all on 26. Down at the bottom, it is fascinating what's going on down there. The bottom six are separated by 3 points. Fulham in 15th on 17. West Ham with 15. Ipswich with 15. And then the bottom three all on 14. As Sunderland now are the team right at the bottom. But we focus on the top of the Premier League today. Let's see how we get on against Manchester City. I'm going to show you the tactic. Let's have a look. So this is what we've gone with. 3-4-1-2 effectively. Pedro Porro sitting slightly deeper, being the more defensive-minded between him and Morgan Rogers on the other side. Xavi and Maddison in the middle. No real defensive midfield player in there. Might be a mistake, but we'll see what happens. Bergvall behind Strand Larsen and Solanke, thinking the two of them together will probably score more goals than on their own. As here are the two starting lineups. As Turbin starts in goal for us. Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Rogers, Branthwaite, Maddison, Simmons, Bergvall, Strand Larsen with Solanke leading the line. Rasmus Højlund is on the bench, although hasn't scored in a while. As Donnarumma starts in goal for Manchester City. Nunez, Diaz, Guardiola, O'Reilly, Rodri, Silva, Foden, Rodrigo, Mbappe with Erling Haaland leading the line. A very potent front three. And hopefully we can combat that. Let's see what we can do against Manchester City. Can we go top of the Premier League? It will need Liverpool not to pick up a result tonight as well. Let's see what happens. Obviously, I was having the conundrum of playing Van der Ven or playing Branthwaite. Now we play both of them. We've got 5 centre-halves. It made sense to change it to a 3 at the back. Let's see how we get on. The only person that's not really capable is Bard. He can't play on that left hand side, so he can play in the back three. He did it when we went a bit gun-ho earlier in the season. I've been thinking about it for a while. Now's the time to implement it. As we close in on the top of the table, the orange ball or the yellow ball is out. And let's see if we can send City back to Manchester with nothing. Hoping the 3 in midfield can counteract the 3 from Manchester City. Having Pedro further forward takes away his defensive obligations as well, I guess. Morgan Rogers is in behind early, and that'll do for start. If we need to tweak it to bring in a DM, we can. That's the thing that I'm thinking of. As Lucas Bever has the corner, sends it into the penalty area. Braithwaite wide! Oh my word, he's hit the bar. How is your luck? We have been hitting the crossbar like it was back in the early release days. As the ball is with O'Reilly. Deep in Manchester City's half, though. This is where we might start to struggle. Mbappe has got space to run into, but the back three is there, trying to cover the space. We get back behind the ball pretty quickly, and Mickey van der Ven will deal with Rodrigo. But Nunez picks it up. Rodrigo again. In towards Bernardo Silva, but he puts it wide. As Nunez has got the ball. Rodgers trying to win it back, can't pick it up. Bernardo Silva coming through the middle. Haaland trying to get round him, and they do, to be fair. Force him wide. Xavi's covering that position as well, not very well though. Silva in towards Rodrigo, across the box for Foden, puts it wide. As the ball is headed forward without a DM, there is a gap. There is a gap, you're quite right, there is a gap. We might fill that gap in a second. We'll see how we get on for the time being. As Bernardo Silva has got the ball. Might be a change at this point, but it will be a change of possible shape again as the shot comes in. Yes, I think we do need to do it, don't we? Manchester City starting to get on top. So, we're going to move Lucas Bergwijn from that position to that position, maybe. Or do we put Xavi there, or do we put Maddison there? Can any one of those do that? Maddison doesn't really like it. What about Xavi? Xavi's not a fan either. Okay, so it's Lucas Bergwijn for the time being. Takes him out of the attacking position. And we'll probably make a change at half-time to completely right it. As the ball is with Bergwijn. In fairness, he can do a job from there. He can ping the ball around. Maddison's got plenty of goals this season, so I'm not worried about those two in the centre of the park. As the ball is picked up, I am worried about Morgan Rodgers taking it out from that position. It's like when Sonny played left wing back under Pochettino. Never really worked as the ball is blocked behind by Mickey van der Ven. As the ball is with Rodrigo. Take it away from him, Morgan. Oh, probably could have done. Didn't. Ball over the top looking for Bernardo Silva. Will he keep it in play? Of course he wants Bernardo Silva. Crikey. And then the ball is in to Nunez. Through the gap. Through the gap again. And then the shot from Rodri over the bar. He sends it in to Branthwaite. On to Mickey van der Ven. There is a possibility of playing Mickey van der Ven at left back, I guess, if we wanted to revert back to what we do. And then obviously we would lose a position for Strand Larsen or Solanke at this point. So yeah, we'll stick with it for now. It's working okay. It's not going as well as I thought it might. You've got to try these things. It's probably not best to do it against Manchester City, I'll be honest. But if you don't try it, you'll never know. Flicked on. Can we win the second header? We can keep the ball alive at least. Tabbing on to Romero. In towards Pedro Porro. Plays it up the line for Strand Larsen. Loses out to Mbappe. Here come Manchester City. Pedro Porro. Yes! He's going to get a card for it. Is he? No, he's not. Rob Jones warns him about his conduct. If you want to bring on Mikey Moore, I'm not sure that's the play. But we reach half-time anyway, 0-0. And yeah, we are going to have a shift back, I think. I've seen enough for 45 minutes to know it's not working. So let's have a look. It's just a click of a button these days. So, Morgan Rodgers will go there. Mickey can go out there. Branthwaite can go there. You over there. And then out of possession. Just takes a lot of sorting out. Hang on. Strand Larsen. And then Bergwijn's still playing in that deeper role. So we're going to take off Xavi at half-time. We're going to bring on Andreas in his place. And we're going to take off Strand Larsen as well. And it's going to have to be Mikey Moore, isn't it? We could have moved Xavi to the right, couldn't we? Oh well, never mind. Put him over the left, put him on the right. Yeah, that kind of works, okay. I'm happy with that. See how that works out, I guess. Yeah, no, I like that. Back to what we were doing. Shouldn't have made a song and dance about it. I wasn't 100% whether today was the day to do it. So, I've seen the error of my ways and gone back. It's just because we've got so many players that are out of position or injured or, you know, it's tricky at the moment. With a 25-man squad, when some of them are away, I mean, losing Kudus and Pat Sarr to the African Cup of Nations when they've been key parts of the team this year, has to be said. As Morgan Rodgers drives towards the penalty area, might get a shot away, does, deflected. And Pedro Porro will head it down to James Maddison. In towards Lucas Bergwijn. Those two back together again, I'm feeling much happier with that. Although Lucas Bergwijn being a naughty boy and giving the ball away. Diaz has got the ball. In towards Rodrigo. On to Bernardo Silva. Mikey Moore with the interception. Branthwaite, way steady now. Ball over the top, looking for Mickey van der Ven. We know he can run. Doesn't even run from left back. He's into the penalty area. Go on, Mickey lad. Oh, it's cleared away eventually by O'Reilly. Just about. Maddison. Into the final half an hour we go. Morgan Rogers goes down off the ball. O'Reilly is going to get a card for that, possibly. I mean, he's been pretty lenient so far. As old Rob Jones. And that leniency will continue. No, he gives him a card. As Andreas picks the ball up. Plays it into Maddison. Looking for Mikey Moore. Mickey van der Ven. Send that ball line. Go on, it's got to go. It's a good ball in behind. Has Solanke timed his run? He has. Can he pick out a teammate? He can find Mikey Moore, who can find Lucas Bergvalens behind for a corner. And look what they've brought on. Reinders, Barcola. Yeah, it's crazy what they bring on. And Trincao. Again, it was whipped around, wasn't it? We were saying Rodrigo was coming on. He definitely wasn't. Lucas Bergval with the corner. Ball into the penalty area. Rises at the near post. And it's Andreas again. Now, I will say with this kid, I wasn't 100% sure on him at start. But, to be fair, without Papsari step forward, that's his second goal since he's been gone. And from a corner of all things, 25 minutes to play, we lead Manchester City by a goal to nil. And yes, he probably should have started the game. Alright, I admit it. I made a cock up. I'm alright to admit when I'm wrong. Alright? In towards the edge of the box for Nunez. Gets the shot away. Whee! Morgan Rogers is struggling and wants to be substituted. Ugh. Okay. Fine. So I've got nobody really to play on the right hand side unless we send Jimmy Ladd out there, which we might well do. So Morgan gives way. He's going to come on. And Jimmy Ladd is going to go and play on the right wing. So I know you're out of possession. One's different. Goodness me. Any other changes to make? I mean, James Maddison's not exactly a spring chicken at the moment. Pedro Porro looking pretty nervous, and Norton Cuffy's going to come on for him. And we're going to leave it like that for now. Yes, we'll save Rasmus Højlund. I'm still not convinced with Rasmus Højlund. Obviously, Cherky can't play today either against his form, against his current club. So, yeah. I was going to say his former club, but they are his current club. Rangers with the ball, trying to get away inside the penalty area. Dancing. Get it away! No! Reinders puts it in. 1-1. 20 minutes to play. Manchester City level. Just couldn't get it clear. Yes, confirm the tactical changes. I mean, we're not going to not change it, are we? As Reinders drives towards the penalty area, he causes the biggest problem. And then we just don't shovel it away. It's a good block initially. But yeah, they pick up the second ball. Turbin, no chance. Who is going to finish the year top of the shop? As Gibbs White picks it up into Solanke. Looking wide for Mikey Moore. Plays it on to Mickey van der Ven. Go on, Mickey lad. Drives down the field. He's got a decent ball into the box as well, although it's behind for a corner. I tell you what, Ruben Dias makes a bit of an error there, given we've scored from one corner already today. Does seem a bit of a naive thing to do. Don't eat up the clock. We want to win the game. Goodness sake. As the ball comes into the penalty area, can we win the ball at the near post? Not this time. But Norton Cuffy will pick it up. Plays it crossfield for Romero. Plays it on to Morgan Gibbs White. Round the corner for James Maddison. Tries to get away from Ake. Down he goes. Maddison with the free kick as well. Why is Dominic Solanke on the edge of the box? I hear you crying. I don't know either. Marking Haaland, or Haaland's marking him, one or the other. Maddison looking to swing this ball into the penalty area. There are plenty of bodies in there, to be fair. Ball towards the back stick. Mikey Moore on the edge of the box. Might get the shot away, does get the shot away, puts it over the line. You can definitely see that the possession has turned round since we've changed shape, though. That's one thing I would say. One thing to keep an eye on. We don't control possession in this shape. But it's a shape that seems to work for us. So Barcola plays it into Reinders. Don't let him shoot! Don't let him shoot! Goodness me, could have gone anywhere. You've got Danso, Højlund, Bard or Gray. Take your pick. I think we're going to go with Arch for Maddison. Swap those two around? I mean, it's not the worst idea in the world. Norton Cuffy's capable of playing further forward. See what he can do. Yes, I'm aware that I bemoaned Liverpool for doing that, for putting a right back in front of a right back. But needs must at the moment. Bernardo Silva with the ball in, Turbin with the easy catch. Can he do anything with it, Norton Cuffy? He can drive beyond his man. Plays the ball in, looking for Solanke. Should have been going low. We haven't got the high crosses on. It's definitely lows on. Van der Ven into Bergvall. Can he find a gap? He can get a shot away. Donnarumma with a good save. I think it's going to be a case of these two are going to cancel each other out. Barcola has got the ball. It's crazy to think how much they paid for him. 143 million I think they paid for Barcola. Absolute insanity. I know we paid 80 million for Morgan Rogers, and I begrudgingly paid that. Trincão's got the ball. Finds Bernardo Silva. Good block behind. Got to keep our discipline. Got to keep our concentration here. 3 minutes plus added time left. Scrappy affair. Me being a bit indecisive probably didn't help the situation. But you never know. With 20 seconds to play, there is plenty of space for Norton Cuffy to go into. And he's not being challenged. He's not being closed down at all. Dominic Solanke might win it. Oh, it's behind for a corner. We have time to take it if we're quick about it. Lucas Bergvall taking his time. There's no time wasting on, Lucas. Send the ball into the penalty area. Win the game. It's not that hard. Rob Jones is getting itchy. He wants to blow the final whistle. Either that or he's got a serious problem with his leg. Come on, Lucas. Send it into the middle. There we go. Can he find a Tottenham player? He can't. Haaland heads it away. And we are still being allowed to carry on. And that is full time. Tottenham 1, Manchester City 1. We took the lead through an unlikely source, although he's got 2 goals in 3 games, I think it is now. And we had the better of it, to be fair. Manchester City with just the 2 shots on target. And the equaliser coming just, 6 minutes after we scored, which isn't that long. Now we're in a unique situation as well tonight, where all the teams are playing at the same time, which would never happen in real life. But anyway, I enjoy it. As Aston Villa beat Crystal Palace, Bournemouth beat Burnley, Chelsea beat Arsenal, big result for Chelsea there. Newcastle beating Liverpool, that's a big result as well for Newcastle. Manchester United beating Ipswich. Norwich and Brighton finished 1-1. Everton beat Nottingham Forest. Brentford beat Sunderland. There's our draw as West Ham beat Fulham down the bottom. So it means we are 3 points behind Manchester City, but we stay third on goal difference. And it's quite a big difference, to be fair, 10 goals. Liverpool missing the chance to go top of the table tonight. Newcastle closing to within 3 points of us as well. Chelsea within 4 points of us now. So, yeah, we're starting the new year with a lot of teams starting to close in on us. Down at the bottom, big point for Norwich City. Only one of the bottom 5 to get something. Obviously, West Ham beat Fulham to pull away, but they're not that far away. It's just 4 points separating the bottom 6 now. So January is all the Bs, it looks like. So we're going to take on Newcastle. Not a B, I know. Nottingham Forest. Not a B. But Brighton, Bournemouth, PSV. Not a B. And Burnley before we come back to take on Barcelona at the Nou Camp. Could have been last year's Champions League final. Didn't end up that way. So we'll see how we get on at the Camp Nou. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.